Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great day. It's Renee, and welcome back to my channel. We are going to be working in Luke. So we're starting in the Gospels, but I'm kind of skipping around the four Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So if you get a chance, please read through the Gospels. In the next, probably 4 weeks, we'll be spending time in the Gospels. But I'm kind of going from Jesus's birth through his life to his death. But again, that was my plan, but I'm kind of skipping around as well through that. So we'll be journaling Jesus's life, whether it's the beginning, the end, whatever. But today we are journaling the beginning. Look, there's Mary, or she's Mary in my eyes. So today I'm going to be in Luke. Luke 3, because I'm focusing on the baptism of Jesus. It says, when all the people were baptized, Jesus also was baptized. This is verses 21 and 22, by the way. As he was praying, heaven opened, and the Holy Spirit descended on him in a physical appearance like a dove. And a voice came from heaven, "You are my beloved Son. With you I am well pleased." And now you might think, well, that has nothing to do with Mary being pregnant. And no, it doesn't. But this is just an image I got off Google. I just, did Mary, Mother of God, pregnant images. And so somebody drew this because this looks like it's an art picture. So they, gorgeous picture. And I just loved it. So I just printed it out on some copy paper. And I'm going to add my own things to it. But I did not draw this, y'all. Did not draw this. But again, what does this have to do with Mary being pregnant? Well, this picture kind of reminded me of that song, Mary, Did You Know? And that, y'all, is literally one of my favorite Christmas songs of all time. If you have not heard that song, y'all need to listen to it. It's called Mary, Did You Know? And I'm relating that back to here with the baptism of Jesus, when a voice came from heaven. It said, "You are my beloved Son. With you I am well pleased." And the whole song says, like, Mary, did you know that you were carrying the Savior of the world? Mary, did you know that you're carrying God's Son? Mary, did you know that the Son you are carrying will one day save you? I mean, every time I hear that song, oh my gosh, I get choked up every time. And so every time I see a picture of Mary, or, a symbolism of Mary or something pregnant, that song literally always comes to my head. So when he got baptized, it's saying here that he is God's Son. And so that's kind of what I'm tying this into. Plus, I loved this part of the page for me because it gave me extra room to journal with all this white space. And so I can make a big Mary here with her big pregnant belly and all that. And I want to reference the song, Mary, Did You Know? So all of that introduction. So let's get crafting. So I'm going to try a couple things with my gelatos today. I haven't had much luck coloring my gelatos in my Bible and using either, this is a wet baby wipe or a paper towel. So I'm going to kind of play with both of them and see which one works better. In this paper, I have found that it's been better or easier for me to take like a makeup brush and do the gelato on the side. Y'all have seen me do this before if you've been with me on my channel. And I'll take it on my brush and smear it on. But I want to do like a darker background. And if I was to do that, it would take me all day. So we are going to try something here. So let me roll up my sleeves. And so let me move her. I did prep my page, so this might affect how my gelatos are going to smear on the page as well. But I'm right now just going to kind of color these on, cross your fingers, y'all. This is going to be a test. Hopefully it'll work. Now, one time I used the wet, and it kind of tore my page. So I have to be very careful. So let me see. I'm just lightly right now smearing this. And it looks to be working pretty well right now. It is taking a lot of the color off because this is a pretty wet baby wipe. But since I prepped my page, maybe that is protecting the page and not tearing the page as much as it did before when I didn't prep the page. So that might be the difference here. I don't know. I mean, you just got to kind of keep testing and playing with this. So I'm going to do, I want it a little bit darker. So we're just gonna kind of keep adding layers and adding layers, I guess, to this. And we'll go from there. But anyways, I hope you're all having a very, very blessed day. And I'm so excited to be in the Gospels. I love all parts of the Bible. But now we're in Jesus's life. I mean, not that the Old Testament wasn't about Jesus's life either. I mean, it was everything points to Jesus, which is awesome. But yeah, now we're kind of in here, you know, in the midst of his life. Okay, so this color was, let's see, I've got two, gosh, y'all, I know I'm scattered all over the place. So I've got two things of gelatos. One is Brights, it's called Brights, and that's these. And then I have another set called Metallics, and that's this set. And this is a metallic. The metallic one gives you a sheen to it. And since it's Mary, you know, she's got to have a holy sheen to her, I guess. I don't know, y'all. I'm just, you know, just saying it. So, but you can see the difference. This is matte, this is sheen. You can kind of see the difference in that. Let's do another. And just kind of blend these really good together. Oh, I love it. It's actually working. And sorry, y'all, if I'm wiggling the table because, you know, my camera's attached to my table. And oh, I do love that. Okay, I'm gonna put a lot more of this on, maybe over the darker, and we'll kind of layer up on these. Leave all this. But yeah, you just gotta kind of test things out. I know in my Inspire Bible, the gelatos react with that paper in a smoother form, I guess. But this one's actually not so bad. It's not working. It's not too bad right now. I think the more you work it, the more it'll it might ruin your page the more you work it. So I'm trying not to work it too much. Okay, so let's see what other colors. Let's see. She's gonna be standing right about here, so I want her to have kind of a blue around her. So I'm actually gonna do blue all the way down, I think, here. Let's get this here. So this is a way you can lay down a lot of color quickly. Okay. Quickly and efficiently lay down a lot of color and then just kind of smooth it out. And I'm kind of going in a circular motion so it'll blend and not streak, I guess. Because some people have commented that they'll get streaks when they do their gelatos. So I guess it depends on how you're blending it, how much you're working them. That's just a piece in the paper that's sticking out. Okay, look at that, real quick. Okay, let's see. She'll be right here, so let's do, I want this part to be extra dark, I guess, right around here. Right where her belly is gonna be. Right around there. Okay. And then I do have this yellow, pink, and orange, and I wanted kind of a glow as well to show. We'll see how it turns out. I'm gonna try not to blend it with the blue because, you know, yellow and blue make green. There's your color theory, y'all. So the more you know about color theory, it'll help you with your colors. So I'm going over the yellow first to try to keep it as pure as possible. The purest color I can as possible. And then I'm going to get closer to this blue. And you can see it's starting to turn like the greenish, so get a clean part of your baby wipe. Now, if you don't have a baby wipe, you can use, you know, colored paper towels, whatever. And then I'm gonna do maybe a little orange and a little pink. I don't know why. I just like those two colors. So let's get a clean spot here. Try to keep that as pure orange as I can. And then another clean spot. Running out of clean spots, y'all. And we'll do the pink. Okay. Okay, that's just the first layer. Now we gotta get this blended. So I'm gonna try to go like this and just blend the whole thing as best I can this way first. I also want to get some darker areas as well in these corners. It's so hard getting by these what are these? The spirals. I could still read my words through this. So that's another, no matter how dark you get with your gelatos, I mean, it's pretty dark, but you can still read the words when you're up close to it. So I don't know if y'all can see that through the camera, but I'm gonna do this part a little bit darker in this corner. I don't know, y'all know me. I just got to keep adding layers until it's kind of the look that I'm looking for, and I can't tell you what kind of look I'm looking for. I'll just know it once I see it. So I just kind of keep playing. Oh. I got some dark there, so we'll just go over that. Okay, let's see here. I do not know what this little piece is right here. It's like a little piece sticking up from the, maybe Mary will cover that. Ah, got yellow. Okay, let's try that again. Gotta find a good spot on my, okay, well, let's see what this looks like, and we'll add more as we go. Okay, so she is going to be here. I'm not sure if I like this yellow as much. I wanted some, but let's see what will happen. I could totally ruin it, y'all. I'm trying to find a blue spot here. Yeah. You gotta be careful of overworking your page with all the rubbing and the wet and the gelatos. So after a while it gets, let's try this and we'll even it out a little bit. I could hear the garbage man outside. You're probably all like, she just keeps going, she just keeps going. I know, y'all. I gotta keep going until I get it to the colors or the blending that I want it, and it's just not there yet, but I gotta be careful I don't overwork the page. But I really wanted to get like a smooth kind of blending going in here. Okay, so most of that's gonna be covered up anyways. Okay, so let's see here. Rub all that off. Okay, well, that's how it's going to be at this point, because if I keep overworking it, it'll... Okay, so let me move those. Okay, so I had Mary. So let's see. Let's glue her on. So I'm going to grab my... She's going to kind of come off the page a little bit here. Just take my glue stick. She's just on regular copy paper. Okay. I'm just putting her down to the bottom here. Okay. And then this part is going to get cut off. Oh, cut off her little... Okay. Okay, so I have white and I have my silver jelly roll, and I just really, I wanted to like kind of glam her up a little bit, or, you know, I don't know, bling her up a little bit with all her little, these little lace and trims, I guess, in her veil here. So I'm just kind of going around all these little lines and such and around the edges with the silver jelly roll. And I don't know if you can see it, I'll bring it up close, but if it hits the light, it gives a little, you know, the shimmer and shine and the glitter. All these little flowers and such on her. Veil. Just want some shimmer and shine through here. I'm going to cover this with some lace as well, but you'll be able to see a lot of this even through the lace, I'm hoping. So you can take a picture that you get from Google or wherever, you know, or stickers that you have, and you can always bling them up or make them more of your own, coloring them in or adding some little bling or lace or, you know, little touches of your own. Look how pretty. This is just such a pretty veil that she was drawn with. It doesn't have to be perfect and exact, just kind of go through real quick, just because you'll just get that little pop of glitter. It's just flowing lace going down her. Oh, how pretty. Oh, we gotta get this sticking out too. You know, Mary probably didn't have in real actual life have a outfit like this. She was probably, you know, had a more drab outfit because, you know, back then you had to have money, a lot of money to have these kind of outfits, and I don't think Mary had a lot. You know, Joseph was a carpenter, so he probably wasn't making all that much money. Okay, I'm just gonna add some bling here. Okay. And then I think I might want to add a little bit of white to some areas just to highlight. A lot of this is going to be covered up though, so I don't need to do a lot on her. On her veil here. Just some highlights. This is in case people are wondering, what is this? I got this one. Oh, this is I don't know if I bring it up close. It's usually I get the Signo. My camera's trying to focus. Come on. It's not focusing, y'all. Usually I get the Signos, but this one is a Mitsubishi pencil company, made in Japan. I mean, it is, well, it says right here, it is a Signo. Uniball Signo. Again, my camera's not focusing, y'all. So Uniball Signo. Probably got a bunch of these from Amazon, perhaps. Even though I'm really trying not to buy much on Amazon right now, or anymore. We'll see. Okay. So what I had was, what I want to add now is I had this lace, this really pretty blue lace. I've been working on my winter journal, y'all, for those following me, and I have this blue lace, and I also have this silver ribbon. And so what I did is I cut out one of these flower pieces out of this ribbon. So I got rid of the metal wire that's in here and just literally cut out a piece from the ribbon. So I have that, and then I cut a piece from this lace right here, and I just laid the lace over her like this and kind of roughly cut out in the shape of her veil. And then I had these other little pieces here, so I figured, I'd put one there and then one down across the bottom to kind of finish off, have this part, the little scalloped part right there. So I just used the pieces I had and just kind of pieced it together. And so I am going to glue this onto her veil here and just add another dimension to it. I always picture her in blue. I don't know if it's just because, the pictures we grew up with or whatever, blue and white and such. And I'll let this part kind of hang out of the Bible. And see, I don't know if you all can see, when I bring it up close, you still can see the silver shining through and some of the white. So it just gives it another look, another dimension. So let's stick this one down here because that's like another piece of her veil kind of peeping out or folding over. And then I'm gonna glue this kind of like this across the bottom. So I got this little scalloped edge. Let's see if I can get it to stick though. Come on, we can do it. So it looks like a finished piece. I'll cut that little piece off right there. Look at that. Gives it just like another little dimension. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I love it. Okay, and this, you know what? I was going to put it behind her. So let's see if I could lift her up a little bit. Ooh. Come on. After all that work, y'all. That's one good thing about using glue sticks. If you can get it quickly, it won't be completely dry. So maybe kind of like this coming from her, from behind her. It kind of looks like a halo. It's not a halo, but I like the silver. It kind of frames her head. Y'all know I grew up Catholic. Not Catholic anymore, but now I go to a non-denominational church. But, you know, the Catholics, a lot of their imagery is big on like the halos and stuff. So I still have that. But this is not a halo. This is just, love the silver there. Okay. Okay, so let me bring that up close a little bit just so you can see the glittery on her dress. I don't know if you can you see the shimmer and shine? And it actually shimmers and shines through the lace too, depending on how you hit the light. Okay, so let's see. Now the last thing I want to do is write, Mary, did you know? Let me grab a pencil and I'm gonna do it Mary. I'm gonna do it in pencil first and then we'll go over it. Wow, that fit perfectly. Okay, now I'm gonna do it with my white, if it'll work. And am I in camera, y'all? Trying to twist my Bible. And I'm going over it a couple times. So it's a little thicker and hopefully it'll stand out. Yeah, as I do this, I have the song in my head. It's so funny how as I'm doing pages, I'll have different songs just kind of going through my head. And this one, I got that song. So again, if you have not heard it, y'all, just look it up. It's been around for ages. And every time I hear it, I just stop everything I'm doing and just really listen to the song. And I kind of put myself in Mary's shoes. I mean, she was probably 13 or 14 when she found out she was pregnant with Jesus. Can you imagine? And imagine, like, what did she know? You know, how much did she know about Jesus? Did she know he was special, just special, or did she know he was God's son? Or like what exactly he was going to do, you know, what God had planned. I mean, I'm sure she didn't know it all, but it's just, you know, kind of go in her head and be like, man, can you imagine that? So I'm just going back over it to make sure. So as I'm doing this, sometimes I kind of try to put myself in their situation. I don't know if I would have reacted the way she did. You know, I don't know. I guess I would have to be in that situation, but man, she was young. She was like a little girl. I mean, we would call her a little girl, but in those days she was ready to be married and have babies. Imagine having Jesus, man. And all the pain she had to go through later on in his life, watching him die and everything as a mother. Wow. Yeah. Well, there we go, y'all. Let me take this. Now, I'm not as super happy with this part. I might go back in and maybe do something with that, or maybe, I don't know. I'll have to kind of fool with it. But I don't want to overwork the page. I might just go back over it all with like blue over this, or maybe paint, or I don't know what I'm going to do. Or I might just leave it. I don't know. I got to sit on it for a while. I am not too... I love this part. This part I might have to work on a little bit. But we'll see. I don't know. But here's the page, y'all. So here it is up close. Like, I wanted parts of the page dark and her to kind of glow around it. But see. There we go. So Mary, did you know? And again, we are focusing on this one. This was Luke 3 verses 21, 22. It was the baptism of Jesus. So that's the verse we're focusing on. So thank y'all so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.